I was born in a small town in southern Illinois, and I was raised in an agnostic home. My mom was raised Catholic, and so just out of her desire to give us a moral framework, her and my dad sent my sister and I to a Catholic grade school from first grade to 8th grade. But entering into high school, I questioned everything, and I rejected anything that I felt was dogma, and that definitely continued through college. And in college, I absolutely loved my theology classes. I took different classes on the nature of evil. That was really one of the main themes that emerged for me. If God made us, if He's all-powerful, all-loving, all-knowing, why is there so much suffering? And that, it really haunted me, that question. And I remember thinking by the end of college, I don't have an answer, but I feel called to make a difference somehow by trying to relieve suffering by becoming a doctor. And then after med school, Pete, my husband, and I moved with our young daughter at the time to Northeast Georgia so I could start a medical practice with a dear friend of mine from residency. And that was the beginning of a lot of conversations that I had with my friend and her husband about faith. They were both devout Christians, and there was kind of a longing for what she had, just that sense of peace and just clarity. And in 2008, I believe, I actually went to her church, and the pastor, Dr. Fred Lodge, he came on stage after the end of the concert, and he just made a simple invitation for us to give our life to God. And I just felt like this peace of I can say, yes, God, if you're there, I want to be a part of what you're doing. I want to connect with you. I want to give my life to you. And then I started going to church every Sunday, and I got a stack of books like this high. I was trying to answer all the questions I had, but they didn't have the same kind of nagging, just grip on me. I felt like God was guiding me. And it was the next Easter that our church was having a Passover celebration. And I just had this amazing moment of epiphany during that ceremony of the fact that God knew ahead of time, even before He created the world, that we were going to mess up and that we would need a Savior. And I felt just this overwhelming love of God for me, that He would go through all of that to show me, how much He loves me. And so my faith has really transformed my life. And with my children, it certainly changed what kind of parent I am. So I have different goals as a parent now, not just teaching them how to survive in the world and excel and get the most out of life, but also trying to share with them a spiritual foundation. It's transformed my medical practice for sure. I see it as a ministry, and so it's really shifted my practice of medicine as well. And if I could go back and talk to my 13-year-old self, I would just grab myself by the face and just very tenderly say, Cindy, you don't have to figure it out all on your own. It's okay to surrender and just open your heart to God. And I don't have to check my intellect at the door, that I can have all my questions and bring them to Him. And amazingly, many of them have been answered at such a deep level. I could never have dreamed that it would be possible to have this kind of understanding. And I'm just grateful that we do have a God that is who He says He is and is unchanging. And it's just a really wonderful thing to be able to have that foundation.